One of our drivers from the Barra City Taxi Owners Association, he was kidnapped on the 30th of July. What do you call it? The pastor, they kidnapped him and they killed him. They removed the heart from the back. They removed the tongue right behind the ear. And they removed the lower lip. And they dumped him somewhere far away from the scene that took place. And it took us about 4 days to find him.
It was a very devastating story to hear of such brutal murder of an innocent family man who was working for his children, just to be kidnapped and taken to be brutally murdered and mutilated for the sake of making muti for the churches of these pastors who come from Nigeria. It was so painful to hear such news of such a brutal murder of our brother. A very kind and humble person who was just a taxi driver, who was working for his children, who was a quiet man, who was always laughing at when greeting his neighbors, all his friends. All people were becoming his friends. Yeah, because the way his parts were taken before when was killed, then they cut at the back and stole a heart, and they cut through here and take the whole tongue. So those things we know is for muti for the church, so that the church will have many people who will give offerings. They were just hunting for someone who is alone, and on that day we are informed he had some few drinks, so that's why he was an easy target. He was whitish in complexion, so they like whitish complexion. He was whitish in complexion, not an albino, but a light complexion. Was short, was easy to catch him. Then that's why when he was from work, he was taken on the street at about 8:30. He was taken and was taken to the other isolated area there at Kokotela, and it's then that they start beating him with jambok. They beat, and after beating him, they beat him with sharp objects like spade kharaf. Yeah, they beat him. Then they started they started cutting him from the back and from here on the neck to take the tongue and the heart. We only know that because of the pains and the cuttings, that's how he died. And the post-mortem is still with the police. They have not yet released it, but because there was an eyewitness who saw all these things happening. That's why we got these criminals in. If that eyewitness was not there to witness this, that would be no case. Fortunately, because of the masses from the taxi association, that case, then it gained its dignity, and the magistrate saw it fit not to give this individual bail.